All right, H-Town. Well, this is my first interview back after pandemic, in person at least. You know, today there was a huge soccer game, England versus Denmark. My wife is from England, and she asked me, she said, "You're gonna miss the game?" I said, "Yeah, dude, we got Derrick Lewis at Toyota Center. Of course you're gonna watch it by yourself." So here I am. There, bro, how much do you have to give up sometimes with spending time with your wife or your family just to do something that you love doing?
They understand. A lot of time it's going from the house just because I'm doing something I love to do. But it will all pay off at the end. They know that.
It does pay off. Now, speaking of paying off, I mean, how much did you learn over the past year with the pandemic? How much did you actually learn about yourself? How much did you learn about what you're willing to change about yourself, or the things that you took for granted prior to having to be on lockdown?
It's like what people used to always tell me all the time way back in the days, to save your money and make sure you invest. And good thing I listened to some of them people, because if I didn't invest or save my money, then I would be in a world of hurt.
What's your game plan as far as, I mean, I can talk to you about fighting all day, but what's your actual game plan as a person, after UFC, after, you're done being people's faces in, what's your plan? Investing in what? Real estate? What are you playing right now?
Investing in real estate. I got a beauty salon that I opened up for my wife. It's called Beauty Marks. It's on 529 in Barker, Cypress.
Hey, shout out Cypress.
Yeah. And so, yeah, that's doing good. Just make sure you have a game plan for after all is done, because this is a contact sport. Anything can happen. I could walk down the stairs and twist my ankle and break something or whatever, and then that's it. You always got to have a backup plan, especially in this sport.
Now, assuming none of that happens, hopefully, you get through the next fight with Ciryl, then you go on to win the championship. How much longer do you see yourself in this game?
It all depends on how long my body holds up. To me, I believe the minimum of maybe 5 years I have, and who knows after that, because I'm in the heavyweight division. You really can fight until you're almost 40. So we don't need all that speed like everyone else. We just need that power, and the power is usually the last thing that goes when you get older.
Now, Ciryl said, and which kind of made me laugh a little bit. There was this headline, and obviously when you're a newspaper, you gotta embellish these headlines. The headline said, "Gane has bad news for Derrick Lewis. He won't touch me." He basically went on to explain how his plan is to go in there on August 7th here at Toyota Center and get some points off of you, punch you, hit you, but not let you touch him. Well, what do you think of that?
I believe that's everyone game's plan that goes against me, because they know that if I touch him one time, then the fight is over with. So all I have to do is just touch him one time, and the fight is over with.
So besides knocking people out and making the fans go wild, man, what other hobbies do you have? Away from fighting?
My hobby is really just spending time with my family, playing video games, just going for a cruise through Spring Branch.
Oh, for a cruise to, I was expecting to say I'm going on a cruise to the Bahamas. He said cruise through Spring Branch.
Yeah.
All right, what's a good spot in Spring Branch to go eat at this point? Let's see. I used to go down there. What's it, Cancun Taqueria, right off of Gessner.
Blaylock.
Yeah.
Best tacos in the city, man.
Yeah, Spring Branch.
How they hand make them right there, and like they put the cheese inside of it. Yeah.
Oh man, he knows his food, man. Well, what other places you like here in Houston, huh?
Mike's Seafood.
Mike's Seafood?
The best seafood. I'm a food guy. Look, I'm a heavyweight, 280, 285 right now. I know all the good spots to eat.
Man, so not only do you have an advantage, being a heavyweight guy at the UFC, but I mean, the fact that you don't necessarily have to watch too much what you eat. I mean, of course you go with the protein, but you're not as strict in your diet as most of the other guys in lower divisions.
Yes, for sure. You can eat whatever you want. Just don't go too crazy. Don't eat too much stuff that can give you cardiac arrest and stuff like that.
Do you have a weight limit that you put on yourself? Like, okay, this is too much?
Right now it's too much. I don't want to be 285. I would like to be 245. But unfortunately, I'm greedy.
You know what's crazy is we're about the same. Well, I'm 6'1", I think you're, what, 6'2"?
6'3".
6'3", and for me, 245, I'm like, man, that's it. I'm obese. I'm basically about to have a heart attack. I can't breathe.
245?
I'm 240. I think I'm 240 right now.
Yeah, I wish I was 240.
But the way you carry the weight, just with 2 inches difference in height, plus all the muscle mass, it just makes a huge difference for you guys. So you go into the octagon and you're fighting. I mean, you guys have to be at a whole other level of mental wellness and conditioning.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's one of the main things in fighting heavyweight. You have to have the gas tank to last the whole fight. So no one want to watch the first round, throwing everything you can, then the rest of the fight just huffing and puffing. So we train conditioning and try to last the full 25 minutes.
Now, you're not necessarily used to lasting a whole 25 minutes. You're used to maybe 2 rounds, 3 rounds tops. Do you have a different game plan going into a 4th round just in case?
We don't want to see a 4th round, but if we have to, we will. But we would just like to end it a lot quicker than the 4th round.
Now, arguably, you're one of the biggest draws out of Houston athletes in general. You're one of the biggest draws worldwide with UFC. Is there really a hometown advantage for you in H-Town, or do you feel the same advantage anywhere you go just because of your enormous fan base?
I believe Houston probably is the biggest hometown advantage for me. They showed me love even whenever I wasn't even doing so good. And so they just always show me love, and I really believe they will show out August 7th.
Would you ever consider, after MMA, would you ever consider jumping into exhibition boxing matches?
I would jump at exhibition boxing match right now if they pay me well.
Tell your fans, your H-Town fans and your Mexican fans in general worldwide, something about this fight, a message you want to give them.
It's going to be a great fight. Y'all know that no matter how the fight look, I could be losing the first few minutes of the fight, first few rounds of the fight. Just know that the Black Beast will come out and I will be victorious.
Have you looked into anything about preventing sweaty balls, bro?
Actually, no, I didn't.
How do you feel about Brandon Moreno? What you think of that fight?
Brandon Moreno, I'm happy for him because he's the first Mexican champion, so that's really good for him and his country.
Honestly, UFC has no problem filling up arenas. What do you think is missing in boxing? How come boxing has a harder time filling up arenas than UFC? Is it the fans?
It's just the entertainmentship. A lot of the fighters that's fighting now is so swamped with different fighters. So they got so many belts and so many divisions, and people really can't keep track of it. The promoters are getting all the money, and they're not really out there promoting the fighters. That's what I really believe.
How do you feel about THC, marijuana, and CBD and all that stuff? Do you feel like it's something that should be permitted?
Yeah, I really do believe that.
What do you think of the whole Sha'Carri Richardson situation?
They shouldn't even care about THC and all of that. I just seen some few minutes ago. They got guys fighting us in women's sport, with penises, but they don't want.
Right, the whole transgender identity and stuff.
Can't fight with marijuana in your system, but they could have men fighting or playing sports.
Competing.
Yeah, competing in a woman's sport, but they can't have marijuana and all that. But I don't know, it's just crazy, a lot of politics and all that, blah, blah, blah.
Well, Derrick, I'll let you go now. I think, you look like you want to go to lunch, so I'm down there, some barbecue down the street, and I know he's paying, so we're good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
This dude not doing pay for nothing.
Well, I was told wrong. All right, guys, UFC coming up in Houston August 7th. Tickets still available on Ticketmaster, ToyotaCenter.com, box office, and of course, you can just come to Toyota Center that night, and Derrick Lewis, what else can I say? Follow you on Instagram.
Muchas gracias, blah, 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 blah. I thought I was going to really be speaking Spanish right now, but I appreciate it.
Oh,
Thank you for the
we can do this whole thing in Spanish all over again, bro.
Simón.
Simón? Puro Spring Branch en la casa, así que aquí está Derrick Lewis, 7 de agosto, Toyota Center. No se lo pierdan.
Muchas gracias. Thank you. Mexico, hey.
That's it? We're out of Spanish? All right, bro. We're out of Spanish, guys.
All the clean Spanish,